And it is 7:31. So I'm going to start with announcements just to respect everyone's time. So I'm going to pin, I don't know how to do that. I'll figure it out, whatever. So tonight we have Brittany on to talk to us, which is so exciting. Sorry. Also, we have a new name for our Sunday night, as Angie's face, a new name for our Sunday night team calls, which Angie just came up with, called Sunday Night with the Weirdos, because we're weird, I guess. So enjoy that. I told her we probably shouldn't publicize that because people will think we're creepy people. So first things first, on the 18th, MBF is going to go on to BOD. So like all customers will have access to MBF on the 18th, which if you've done MBF is a nice, like a really cool program. If you haven't done it, well, now you could, if you want to, starting on the 18th. And then on the 21st, 9-week Control Freak launches for customers, which is super cool. And Brittany could talk a little more about that too, because she was in the test group. So like she was one of the first human beings to ever do this program. And it's just really cool. Then a few other things, like this is kind of long-term announcements, but on January 9th, they're doing a virtual super weekend. So usually it's like an hour or 2, 3 hours, and it's virtual. You hop on Zoom, and Carl Deichler, who's the CEO of Beachbody Talks, and Michael, whatever I can never say his name, who's like, I don't know, the president or whatever he is, talks. They do announcements, recognition, and then they're going to talk about Team Cup, because in February they're doing another round of Team Cup, which some of you guys in here have done Team Cup. And it's just a super fun way to get together with coaches and rally like never before. Then lastly, the newest announcement is that in 2021, I don't know when they're going to launch this, but they are launching preferred customers. So kind of like signing up as a coach for the discount, not really doing any coaching or selling the products. They are doing preferred customers like I know Monet, right? I'm a preferred or a VIP customer for them to get free shipping and stuff like that. They will have that so customers can get the discounts and stuff like that, but they won't sell product essentially. And I think there would be a pretty easy transition over the border there. But that's something new that they're going to do in 2021. But I don't know when that exactly, like if it's going to be on like January 1, this is a new thing, or if they'll probably talk about it at Super Weekend is when I'm guessing they will cover that. So it's a party. Look at all the humans hopping on. Okay, so I am going to, oh my gosh, so many human beings. Okay, I am going to turn it over to Brittany because I am just so excited. Brittany is a new Diamond coach. She is one of my sister coaches. So we have the same coach sponsor, which is fun. And so I'm going to let her take it away and I'm going to stop talking.
Wonderful. Can I get the share screen access? If I click on it, will it let me?
Yes, you should be able to.
Sweet. I'm going to try that. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Can everybody see that okay? Hopefully. Okay, cool. Before I get too far, I would like for you guys, maybe you already have a pen and paper in front of you, but I would love for you to grab a piece of paper or a notebook, a pen of your choice, because I am going to have you guys write down some things tonight, because I'm a big believer in making things happen when you bring it to life and put it on paper. Maybe that's my inner teacher. I don't know. I have Post-it notes all over my classroom, all over my desk, and it's literally the only way I'm able to stay organized or keep my life together is if I write it down, put it somewhere where I see it every single day. And so that's kind of what I want you guys to do with this. So looking at this past year, I think there's a lot of words we could use to describe 2020. And I think it's so ironic that when we kicked off 2020, the thing that everybody was throwing around was 2020 vision. Like, we want this year to be perfect. We want it to just have all of the good things to happen, and we want to enjoy it and live it to the fullest. And then 2020 happened. And there's just a lot of things, there's a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions behind what 2020 has meant for a lot of people. And it's been different for everybody, no matter, I guess, depending on where you're from, what you do, so on and so forth. So, kind of why I wanted to bring attention to 2020 vision is because I think there is so much good that comes from truly looking at what your vision has been in 2020. What has your mindset been set on? Have you been so stuck on the negativity and the downs more than the ups? Have you been so stuck behind just all of the struggles that you've struggled personally to see the good behind 2020? And so moving into just what I hope to shed some light on with you guys tonight. I hope to get you fired up and super excited just to end 2020 on the best note possible. And I hope to help you just change this outlook on what 2020 has meant and how it can better prepare you for 2021. So, a few things that I would like for you to do, a few action steps here. I just want you to jot down some initial thoughts when you see these questions. I don't care how you write them, it doesn't even need to be in a complete sentence. I just want you to jot down your very first instinct when I go through these questions. It can be one word, it can be a short statement, whatever that looks like for you. So the first one is, what went well this year? Jot down a few words, whatever went really well for you this year, write that down. What did not go as planned? What am I thankful for from 2020? What happened this year that you were just so grateful for? Oh, sweet baby. How was I successful in my coaching business? What are some wins that you have to celebrate? And maybe for some of you, that's getting started. Maybe you're brand new to coaching. That's a win. Like, that is a step that is totally worth celebrating. And then last, how could I have made my coaching business more successful? So maybe think back to some of those things that you know you struggle with, that are things that maybe you should be doing in coaching, and maybe you're just not in a confident place with that yet. What are those things that we can improve on in order to make your coaching business more successful moving forward? I'll give you a few seconds here to go ahead and wrap those up because I don't want to rush you too much. And kind of my background behind wanting you guys to just think through these questions, I think because 2020 has been so chaotic and just so much a lot of the time, that it's hard to just stop and really truly think, like, what is worth celebrating here? What is worth challenging myself here? How can I dig deeper to be my best, no matter what the world around me may look like? How can I use this as an opportunity to help others, to serve others, to help people truly start living their best life? And I think just going through these questions can kind of get you to an idea of seeing how things can change or what you need to do moving forward. Okay. So what we really want to take away from this is we want to take this opportunity to be what people need right now. And honestly, you guys, what better time than the end of a year and the kickoff to a new year? I'm sure you guys know this, but the new year is prime time for people with related to health and wellness, related to fitness. This is a chance for us to not only reach more people than before, but to truly help people with the resources and the tools they need to be set up with success from the get-go. I am amazed. I literally was watching Hallmark today with my mother because that's what you do right before Christmas, is watch Hallmark movies. And I think every single commercial break that I saw, there was a fitness or exercise commercial of some sort advertising for this big, new, bright, shiny piece of equipment that I really honestly don't want to know how much they cost. But you can just see how right now the time is being marketed for people to get healthy, to feel better. And that's what the new year brings in. People start 2021, they start the new year with new goals, wanting to take action. And I think for us as coaches, that's an opportunity we should get behind, and feel confident behind, honestly, because we offer the total solution. We have the workouts, we have the nutrition pieces that barely anybody else offers. And then we also have this unique accountability. And so you should feel confident about what we have access to. You should feel confident being able to share this with people, especially when you go forward with your inviting. So honestly, we know it, and I think this is the part that takes some convincing, but success takes action. And so I want you to think, maybe you're not able to work your coaching business every single day. Maybe you're a discount coach. Maybe you are simply coaching to recruit family members and friends. Maybe you are coaching to be a business builder. Wherever you're at, whatever your goals are, what you're wanting to accomplish next, I want you to think if the actions you are completing right now, today, or every day, are they moving your business forward, or are you remaining stagnant? Maybe if you're at a point where you are okay with just recruiting your family members and friends and you're just enjoying the discount, that is great. That's an awesome opportunity. But maybe you are wanting to move your business forward and you're just struggling to connect the dots to figure out what you need to do next to do that. And I want you to look to see, what are your actions? Do you have the success tracker printed out? Are you religiously going through it every day and checking the boxes for all of the things that you are doing? Are you sending your invites? Do you have something to invite to? Are you sharing your journey? Are you consistently showing up every day? Maybe with your workouts, maybe with your nutrition, maybe showing glimpses of your coaching calls, whatever that looks like. Those are small, everyday things that are a part of our 4 vital behaviors that will set you up for success because of the actions you are taking. So I want you to just think through that. Think of those things you're doing every single day, and if it's leading you to a place of success, leading you to your goals. One question I have, and I want you to jot down again a few words that you think of. What would you do if your fears were not in the way? What would you do if your fears were not in the way? This doesn't even have to be just about Beachbody. It can be just about coaching if you would like for it to be, but what are the things that you would accomplish or you would chase after or you would work harder towards if your fears were totally non-existent? We take them out of the equation. We no longer have them. What would you be doing? Think about that just for a second and jot it down. Maybe some things to help you out here. Would you live a little louder? Would you care less about what people think about you and just be your true, genuine, goofy, weirdo self? Would you dream a little bigger, regardless of where you're at now, but just showing up, dreaming bigger? Maybe living with more intention, having more purpose with your everyday actions, knowing why you're doing what you're doing to get you where you want to be? Would you take action more consistently? Maybe if you weren't so scared of sending those invites or making those connections or pressing play on that workout or trying out a new recipe, would you be more consistent? I think all of these things are good things to think about, but I don't know about you guys, but this is what it gets down to for me. I have to think, are your fears me based or she based? And what I mean by this, I think I can confidently say that we've all been through this, where we have sat back and we have and compared ourselves to maybe the coaches above us, the coaches around us, the coaches on our own team, thinking that we are not qualified enough, or we do not know enough, or we don't have enough experience. Whatever those comparisons may be, sometimes that's the very thing that holds us back from dreaming a little bigger and actually putting action to these goals and these dreams that we have. And this, honestly, if you are surrounding yourself by the best of the best, you have a community, you are looking towards your personal development every single day, you are doing what you need to fill your cup first, this should not be an issue. You shouldn't be compared, or you shouldn't be concerned about the comparisons. You shouldn't be concerned about what other people are doing or what other people are thinking about you. Maybe that's a big one. Maybe you're getting ready to post something on social media and you're worried about what other people will think. If other people are not in support of what you're doing, they're not your people. They are not your people. They're not going to want to be on your team anyway. So it's okay. Those aren't your people. Those are not the ones that are going to want to work out with you and be on your team and be in a space that is filled with genuine, authentic connections and community. And so that's okay if those aren't your people, because you want your people. So think about that. Every single time you face a new fear, or you are worried about posting something or sharing a story or an experience. I know Brianna is incredible about sharing about her past with anxiety and just all of the things that she has been through throughout her teen years, even to today. And I can tell you what, she is not giving two hoots about what she thinks. She is only sharing genuinely from her heart what she wants to share with others so that it can impact others. So always, always, always moving forward, I want you to think, are your fears me based or she based? If it's me based, you probably need to do some personal development, really lean into it. And if it's she based, she's not your people. So keep moving forward. Another thing I always kind of think of throughout my day, if I'm sharing something or posting something, I want to think about what is blessing me. What is blessing me and what is blessing others? Because if it's a blessing to me, maybe it will bless others. Maybe it's worth sharing. Maybe it's worth getting out of my comfort zone to help somebody else realize their potential. So think of the things that are blessing you and could bless others, especially throughout this year that we have had. You got to think of the blessings in order to keep your heart straight and your mind straight, and just to keep up with having that positive attitude, so people see you as a light on social media and they see you as someone who is doing things to not only move herself forward, but to move her community forward too. A few specifics, the meat and potatoes of what I want to talk about tonight is this, and this is what all of these questions have been leading me to, is just, I just want to share what I'm doing, and in hopes that it is helpful to you guys, in hopes that it inspires you and gets you moving, whatever that looks like for you. So 3 specifically that I'll talk about and I'm about to go over, with the first one being about coach signups. And this is perfect because when Brianna was going over announcements, she talked about the 2021 preferred customer option that we have to sign people up. And you guys, that's what I'm already doing. That is 95% of how I am getting my coaches, is because of being discount coaches. And so typically what I do, I just sent one out tonight. I have a gal that's wanting to do 9-week control freak with us. And I told her most of the time, I really don't even, I don't give it an option. I let them know after I send them their cart. I say, hey, I signed you up as a preferred discount customer. As being a discount customer, you get 25% off on future orders, you get cheaper shipping, and then you also are able to cancel this at any time, completely for free, and you don't even have to worry about it. And so a lot of times I tell people that this is similar to like an Amazon Prime membership. I'm trying to think what's the other thing that I've used before when I am trying to find something to compare it to, because most of the time people will see it on their account when they're checking out. It'll say like coach membership or your coach office, because it adds it to their account. And they'll say, am I supposed to be signed up as a coach? And then I just tell them that's our preferred discount membership. And you're welcome to keep that on there. I added that for your discounts. If you don't want to have that, that is totally fine. You can always cancel it moving forward. And I've honestly not had a whole lot of pushback with that. And people have been grateful for having the chance to get those discounts. And so definitely lean into offering people those discounts, because a lot of times I had a girl that had probably been with me for, I'm going to say like 3 months. And I had no idea. She was ordering a lot of supplements, you guys, like a ton of stuff. And she wasn't on a subscription. She wasn't like set up for automated shipping. She was just ordering a bunch of stuff, and she wasn't a discount preferred member. She wasn't signed up as a coach. And so I reached out to her and I was like, sister, listen, like you could be saving so much money a month. If you want to try all of these things, that's wonderful. But I want to make sure that we can help you save some money. Because personally, that's my thing. Like if I can find a sale or the clearance section of a store, that's where you're going to find me. And so I always try to just stress that to people, to really understand that you are going to save, especially if they're doing Shakeology every month, almost up to $30, just from doing your discount preferred membership. So definitely share that with people. Share with them that why you're signing them up with that. I have a little script that I just have pre-typed out, and I can change it according to who I'm talking to or what the deal is that month. But I almost sign every single girl up as a discount coach, and that's how I get all of my coaches, is because they are discount coaches. I do have an application process that I have been trying to depend on a little more here lately, especially with 9-Week Control Freak. I have a Google form that I put up on my Instagram bio, and I direct people to that application to fill in their name, their email, their questions, their interest, maybe what shake flavor they would like, all of the things, so that when they tell me, after we're done having our conversation, when they tell me they're ready to jump, I am able to go to that application, get their email. I already know their shake flavor preference, and I send them their link, and they're able to sign up that night right away, because I already have that information that I need, and I don't have to ask them 100 bazillion more questions in my Instagram messages. So it kind of just cleans up the conversation. It's a little less overwhelming, I think, from a customer standpoint, just because I'm not having to ask them for so much more. So having that application, you guys are welcome to check it out. I can share my Instagram handle in the chat here in a second. And it's super duper simple. It notifies me when people fill it out. That's just one thing that's made having those coach signups a little easier. And then on the end of that application, I do ask, I don't know if I have it in my 9-Week Control Freak one, but I do have it in just my typical monthly, my boot camp sign up. I ask if they are interested in coaching, and it says yes, no, not yet, maybe one day, I think is an option. And a lot of times people actually click the not yet, maybe one day. And so that's also a really good way to know that you probably should just sign that gal up as a discount preferred member for now, so that she can save moving forward before she decides if she ever wants to coach. So that kind of just takes out that one extra step if later on down the road she does decide she wants to. Talking about action, I'm a big action oriented person. This goes back to having your tracker printed out every single week. I am not going to sit here and tell you that I am perfect at this and that I do it all of the time, because I am not perfect at it. I am constantly working to just fine tune things that I can perfect within my own routine. But I know without a shadow of a doubt how much more successful I am when I am consistent with my tracker. So a few things that have helped me along with that: my morning routine, it's a non-negotiable. I have to have my personal development in the morning in order for me to have my attitude right, my mind right, my heart right. I am not a nice person if I don't just give myself some time in the morning to be my best, so I can show up as my best for everybody else in my life. For me, that looks like doing my gratitude and my intentions first thing in the morning. I have this cute little gratitude journal that I got off of jane.com for like $10. It's an app that you can download. They have tons of cute clothes, so be careful if you do download it, because you might spend too much money, but totally worth it. $10 gratitude journal. And it breaks it down day by day for you to write things you're grateful for. And then I also have added my intentions in there, because I just like to have them all in one little space. And then I read a devotion. My devotion right now is Unshakable. 10 out of 10 recommend. It's amazing, really short, probably takes me 2 minutes to read. And then my current personal development is You Are a Badass, and it's pretty stinking good. And the humor in it is very funny. But anyways, totally recommend that. So find, if you don't have personal development that you're doing right now, you do not have to do 3 different things, 4 different things, however many different things. Start with one thing. Start with writing down your gratitude. If that takes you 2 minutes, great. That's starting your routine. If you need to find a personal development book, Brianna is a great resource to give you some examples, some advice. Angie would probably be wonderful. Anybody on this team would be wonderful of just dropping in some book ideas, devotion ideas, whatever that looks like for everybody. Find what you need to have personal development in your life and set time aside so that you are doing that for about 15, maybe 30 minutes a day, and watch as your life changes, because it's crazy how much it helps just get your life on track. The next thing is take care of you first. Obviously, I kind of just hit on that. Always have something that you can invite to. If you don't have something open or something that you are planning, it's kind of hard to grow your team. So you always, always, always want to have something that you are inviting to, whether that is a boot camp, whether that is a free group, whether that is a free coaching info group. Whatever that looks like, some of the best ways to set that up is to find a partner on this team to run a group with. You could run a free H2O 1 week long group, a week long group on how to drink water, how to hit your water goal every single day. Drop in some motivational quotes throughout there. Check in with the ladies that you have in this free group. And then at the end, you offer them the chance to join you for your next boot camp, for your next program that you're doing. Whatever you have going on, always have something that you are inviting to, so that you are making those connections and you are able to reach out and just to consistently show up every single day. And you guys, honestly, I have realized the more and more that I have been doing coaching. I started coaching March of, actually it may have been April of 2019. And starting out, I thought I was doing just all the coaching things. I totally was not doing all the coaching things because I did not know what I was supposed to be doing. And this past year, I have just seen leaps and bounds of progress within my own coaching business because of the consistency and because of the dependability that I have offered people watching my stories. These people see me show up every single day. They see me sharing some of my supplements. They see me sharing glimpses of my workout, even just showing my everyday life. People do not want to see you as just the fitness girl. They want to know that you have a life. They want to know what your job is. They want to know if you have kids, if you have a husband, if you have dogs. They want to know what you're interested in, so they know that you're human. So even if consistency and dependability looks like you posting a picture of your dog, they just want to see that you are someone that is always there, that they can depend on. And when they are ready to join you, they know that they can reach out to you because they know you're going to be there. So even if it doesn't feel like you're doing all the Beachbody things every single day, sometimes it's as simple as sharing an inspirational quote or just being real. Keeping it real on social media will get you farther, I believe, than anything. So keep that in mind moving forward as far as your social media goes. The last thing here I want to hit on before I just, if you guys have any questions, be thinking of those. But I did want to hit on this so that you guys know that this is possible, because I once was in a spot where I didn't think this was possible because I thought I just did not know all the things I needed to know. And I am realizing you don't need to know all of the things whatsoever. So I did just advance to Diamond 2 weeks ago. And I have been shooting for this since August. I have been actively working since August to try to go Diamond. I was Emerald for, oh my gosh, I can't even remember how long I've been Emerald with my account. I'm going to say over half of a year, probably longer than that, actually. It took me a little bit to get to Emerald, and it took me a little bit to get to Diamond. And this is how I did it. This is how you can do it. But it does take action regardless of where you are at in your coaching journey. I believe that if you simply are showing up and you are doing the things, that you can absolutely 100% make this happen. So for me personally, it goes back to those preferred discount customers, having my discount coaches. I was building my downline as consistently as I could with discount coaches. And I didn't stop when I got to 4 on each leg. I just kept building. I kept building and I kept building and I kept building because people's accounts will go inactive. People will cancel their coaching subscriptions. People will no longer need the discounts. And you cannot always depend on every single person that you sign up, because we are human and their goals may not align with yours. So you need to realize going into this that you are your biggest advocate. And if you are working and if you are continuously just building your downline, everything's going to pan out. I promise. It really, really will. So just keep adding discount coaches, keep inviting people to the preferred discount membership opportunity so that they are able to save money. And that will get you plenty of options to have your downline built. And then it goes to just being a product of the product, like I've talked about already tonight a million different times. I was really bad in the beginning with sharing about Shakeology because honestly, I wasn't a really big advocate of Shakeology when I started. I was worried that it was too expensive, even with my discount. And my husband wasn't a huge supporter of it. And I just, I don't know, it was kind of one of those things that I just let go to the side. And so, honestly, at the beginning of this year, I sat down with my husband and I was like, listen, like my nutrition is not where it's supposed to be. I am really struggling and I know that these shakes are going to make a difference. And he just kind of looked at me like, what are you talking about? Like, are we back at this conversation again? And I said, yes, like I believe that I am going to feel and see the difference if I am consistent with my shakes. And if I share this with the girls on my team, I think it can change their nutrition as well. And so I started doing Shakeology consistently, and you guys, what do you know? It works. Like, hello, that's why we have it. I started sharing it. The ladies on my team have started sharing it more and more, and I have felt so much better when I have been consistently using my Shakeology every single day. Most of the time, I make it first thing in the morning, or I grab it when I'm going out the door, and usually I'm crazy in the mornings because I don't know, just because that's how I am. That's my personality. And so I'm like grabbing all the teacher bags and purses and cups of coffee and water and my shake, and I'm sprinting out the door to my car. So Shakeology is honestly the thing that has kept me balanced throughout this past year as far as my nutrition goes. And it's also helped grow my business because I am showing up consistently with my Shakeology, and people are wanting to know what on earth it is that I'm drinking every single morning. So being a product of the product, it does make a difference. And not only does it help move your business forward, but they are genuinely good supplements. And now my husband is a huge supporter of them. So things change. It's wonderful. It's a great thing to do. For my diamond or my emerald account specifically, it ended up being my mom's account and my best friend's account. And so I was able to really just depend on them to have, oh, sorry guys. I don't know why my email just popped up. No. Here we go. Geez, I love technology. Okay. So it was my mom's account, who I was able to sign up as my other account because I had to switch accounts a long time ago, and it's a whole confusing process. So I was able to use my mom's account for one of the accounts that I had access to help build. And then my best friend, who is just, she's amazing. She's a huge supporter of me with coaching. She's on my Beachbody team. Obviously, she's doing the prep program right now, which I think is crazy, but she's awesome. So she was the other account that I was able to help make Emerald. And so literally it was honestly, once I made a game plan, it happened. Like I had all of my ducks in a row. I had the people that I needed, but I just needed a way to make it happen. And once I literally wrote everything out. I made a game plan, and thankfully I had the people there, and we were able to make it happen. So I will say right now, if you are someone who is trying to advance in rank, this is the perfect time. We have 9-week Control Freak happening literally right now. You can still sign up coaches for as long as you need to. I'm going to keep signing up ladies as coaches for as long as I can. But then tomorrow, people do have the option to just sign up for early access to not be a coach. But like I said, guys, I am signing up all of my people as discount preferred members so that they are able to get those discounts and to get that cheaper shipping. And so launching a boot camp right now, launching a program right now is the perfect time to build your downline. People will have an interest if you are consistently sharing with them about this new program, sharing with them about the results that people are getting, sharing with them what our nutrition plans look like. Like I said, not very many other fitness opportunities or apps or programs offer people the total solution of nutrition, workouts, and accountability. And we offer all of that for a heck of a price. I was talking to a gal 2 nights ago that literally has been signed up for an app, a fitness app. She only gets workouts for $40 a month. She was spending $480 for the year only on workouts. And then she told me that she didn't even know how to get to the workouts because the app is confusing and she can't track her reps. And so she hasn't even been using it. And she's been paying $40 every single month. And I was like, what on earth? Why would you ever? And so I think oftentimes we get nervous talking about money just because it's money. And we're worried that people are going to freak out and say it's too much. And you'll have that. And that's fine. Sometimes it's not in people's budget. But I think we need to extend the opportunity still knowing that it's a heck of a deal. I mean, people are getting equipment with 9-week Control Freak. People are getting supplements. People are getting early access. People are getting Beachbody on demand for the entire year. And that is a good deal, especially moving into 2021. And so don't discredit or discount the opportunity that we have to provide to people. Definitely extend it. And when you are consistently showing up and you are telling people about what it is that you are doing and you are inviting, diamond will happen, emerald will happen, ruby will happen, whatever you're looking at next, whether it be emerald, ruby, or diamond, or whatever, 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 600-star, I don't care, whatever you're shooting for, it's going to happen if you are showing up and just being a product of the product and genuinely sharing your life, showing people how much your life has changed, and just staying true to who you are, even if y'all think your team is the weirdos or whatever you said your team name was going to be. You know what? You run with it. You run with it and you invite people to be weirdos with you, and just enjoy it. Just have fun with it and keep showing up where you are. I think this is the last thing that I have. If you guys have questions, and I want you to write this down too with the same paper that you've been working on, just without giving any of your doubts or fears a single thought. They're not even there. I want you to write down your initial crazy, scary, big dream and goal. I don't care how crazy it is. I don't care if you want to go to Mars in 2021. Write it down. Whatever your crazy, big, scary goal is. And I truly, you guys, I really do want that to be your motivation, because I think when you know your why, when you know you want to change lives, when you know you want to feel your best and you want to invite others to join you, when you know that you want to save money, when you know you want to save up to buy your next car, you want to save up to take a trip, whatever your why is, that is going to be what fuels your action 100% without a doubt. When you know your why, when you know what your big, crazy, scary, big goal is, or your big, scary dream is, having that why to back it up will 100% be possible when you show up with action every single day. All right, I think that's all I have. If you guys need to write down your big, scary, crazy dreams and goals for a little bit longer, that is totally fine. But I will turn it over to Brianna whenever she's ready.
Okay. That was really good. So many faces, so many people. I just want, my question I have for you is, what is your biggest tip or one thing you would tell someone who's just getting started? Because we have a lot of coaches on this call who are new coaches, who
Yay!
are people who are re-jumping in. So what's your biggest tip to someone getting started?
Biggest tip, just show up. I don't care if you're not ready. I don't care if you don't know everything. Nobody does. It's okay. Just show up. The very first thing you should be doing is printing out your tracker, the success tracker. I have a copy of one somewhere here.
Mine's here.
This thing. Yes. If you don't know where to find this, Brianna can help you. But this thing, literally, you guys, the secret to coaching. Actually, fun fact, there is no secret to coaching. There are so many resources available to us as coaches, and they have been proofed by the top of the company. They are the simple things that people are doing already every single day to ensure that their business is moving forward and not staying stagnant. And that is your very first step that you should be doing, is printing out that tracker and going through and doing the things that it is telling you to do.
Awesome. Does anyone have questions? Anybody? I'm a teacher. We're both teachers, so we can stare at you awkwardly. We have so many teachers on this call, actually.
Yay! I love it. All the teachers taking over.
The teachers. Anyone?
Yeah, and if you guys have questions about 9-week Control Freak, I can do my best to try to answer some of those too, because I do think that is such a crucial thing to really run with right now, especially moving into the new year. So if you think of any questions that relate to that program too, I'm happy to try to help if I can.
Yes. Okay. I had to make sure I was still unmuted. Okay. Now we're going to do the photo time. So, because this is a lot of people, so we're going to do a little boomerang. So you can wave or you can do whatever you want to do. I will do my best. These are such a challenge for me and I never know why. Okay.
No joke. Hang on. Oh. Okay. I'm ready.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's cute. Okay, perfect. Okay, I will tag you all, and then I will get to your, if you want me to send you, I know like Catherine already messaged me and was like, send me the Success Club tracker, which is good. I can email it to you because I actually use the 2019 one because the 2021 does not have the boxes to check off, which really
annoys me. I know, that drives me nuts.
I have that one. Also, this is unsolicited advice, is if you have colored pens, it makes your tracker 10 times more fun and it motivates me to do more. Maybe it's just because I'm a teacher. Yes. Okay. I will send that. I will post it in our team page. That's what I will do. Work smarter, not harder. Okay. I'm going to stop recording.